Hello, Bob Hall here with another Wholesome Farm video. Today we're going to talk about harvesting fish out of your aquaponics system. And we're back here at my friend's Phil's aquaponics greenhouse. And I'll put a link in the video to some of the other videos of his place where we show his permaculture homestead and growing orange trees in his aquaponics and that kind of stuff. But today we're going to show about harvesting fish, and we like to use catfish.
That top is loose, so set him right on easy.
Okay. So Phil picked up this catfish, and we're going to check right now and see how much this guy weighs. 5.5 pounds. And so today we'll show you what it takes to fillet a catfish out of your aquaponics system.
Just that guy, 5.5 pounds, and I don't have a record, but I think he's about 2 years old. We put him in, he was 5 inches. So anyway, the old way, oh, and just in case you haven't ever handled catfish before, they got a real spike right there, spike there, and one back here. So you want to hold it so you don't get spiked. I got one of those, drove right through my thumb print there. Anyway, normal way was to use one of these boards and would clamp that down to something firm, and then you clamp his head under here, but you can see how big he is. And it was almost a two people job because they kept sliding out of this grip. It just wouldn't hold. And I've seen people where they say, I just put a spike in a tree and put them on the tree like that. And so I thought of a way to do one temporary that I can put up, set up when I need it, and then tear it down. And so we'll show you how I built that, and then we'll okay, so what I did, instead of driving a spike into a tree and then having to figure out how to get it back out, anyway, I thought something that I could just set up temporarily and clamp in place. So I'm going to come a little closer. See what I've done is just before I put these wedges on, so that as I clamp it to a post, which is close to my water and everything, it's very firm, I can clamp it, and then it'll be square, and then this spike is what we'll drive the fish on when we start cleaning. But anyway,
How long is the spike?
I don't know, it looks like a 6-incher.
Okay.
So we've got fish, we've got him just with a big clamp on that, so you can see it's nice and square, it's not on the taper. And then you just gotta kind of get him through there. I aim right back there, and then just he's on. He's still wiggling. I tell my grandchildren that he's dead now, but they wiggle. I had one a couple days ago with his head off and he was still wiggling. So anyway, so we'll make some cuts now, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a cut across the back and around the side under that gill, and then we're going to take a cut down here to just get through that skin. That's something we can grab on and skin him. And he's in a nice firm place now.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, well, all right. There's a bone.
So you don't actually cut into the meat as much as you're just cutting the first layer of skin.
Yeah, I watched one on YouTube, and the guy actually cut right down through the meat, and that's okay, I guess, but we'll see. This is live TV. Come on. Okay, and then I just worked the knife under that little bit of skin right there, so I got something to grab. And something to grab. And let's see if I cut him properly. All right, get the pliers. Okay, skinners, just a couple bucks, or pliers work. Okay. And let me tell you, doing that with that board is just so difficult. I mean, I had one of my older sons here, and he was trying to hold the fish and the board while I was trying to skin, and it kept popping out of those jaws. I'll tell you what, this is a joy compared to working with that thing. Skinned it. All right, now we're going to try this experiment. First time trying to fillet it on a post. Usually my wife does all the filleting, so we'll see how it goes. I tried one the other day. Well, okay. I'm just going to cut back in through the meat, right through here. And then his rib cage starts, and fish this big, his rib cage actually goes down about better than an inch before you run into the rib cage. And oh yeah, about an inch and a half. And then his rib cage doesn't go very far. You can feel when it ends, and then it's pretty much go on through, and then just keep your knife on that side of that bone, and one down. Well, we gotta, not one down. Now I've got to do the rib cage, which is not my funnest part, but my wife says rib cage is easy. You just go along the bone, let the bone guide you. And I'm going, yeah. Ribs. Feels like bone. Ow, fingers. Okay, now since we really haven't gutted this fish yet, I'm going to do the belly meat later. Okay. Wow. There he is.
That's a nice fillet.
And we'll rinse off that blood, and he's done. That's a pretty nice looking fillet. Okay, we got both sides done. Actually, my wife stepped out and did a lot better job on the back side. But we've rinsed him down, still a little bit. But anyway, we're going to turn him over and see, like say this is an experiment. We're going to turn him over and see if we can get the belly meat without even having to worry about gutting him. I will say though, if you gut him, well, when you get, come off here, fella. Okay, and I'm going to put him right through the same spot. Okay, I'm going to skin him. Just a second. Pops up. Oh, what the heck? Okay, knife. Sweet. So, now if you're going to gut him, and I'm going to do the same thing as if I'm going to gut him here, you just start back here at the bottom, cut around that opening. And if you want to gut him, you can see some of the guts are hanging out already. But like I said, we're trying to do it without even worrying about guts. We'll just throw everything away. It's just a matter of coming up. Moving up. Cutting up in there, getting that meat. Come around where you stopped at the ribs. And yeah, maybe it'd be easier to gut him, but there's the meat.
So is that part of the bone, the rib line also?
Yeah, it looks like I can feel bone in there. So. About there. Now, if you're squeamish about having guts around your meat, of course that's where it's lived all its life, but there's one slab. My wife likes to scrape that silver off. But anyway, that's one side. Let me show you. If you're gonna actually, now you've got him loose, a lot of people will take him now with the belly meat on him, and they'll just grab up in here and they'll break the spine off. fish this big, that's pretty tough to do. But I found out that pair of clippers, you can get through that bone, I think. There. That would have been a lot tougher with just trying to crack it with your bones. And then the head and all those innards just pop right out. Oh, I don't have a cut. I don't have the meat. See? Experiment. Dang it.
Hope you found this video helpful. The reason we grow catfish is you'll find in the aquaponic world most people grow tilapia, which is very difficult for me to justify because at 55 degrees tilapia die, at 85 degrees they die, and our water temperature swings further than that. Catfish, it can freeze over and they don't die. So we use catfish because they're such a hardy fish. Also, tilapia sells for between $2 and $3 a pound. Catfish sells between $11 and $12 a pound. So you're getting a lot more value. Catfish, I think, grow much faster and they put on a lot more meat. And in this case, we started out with a 5.5 pound fish. We wound up with 3 pounds of fillets. So not bad for. And then we wound up with all the aquaponic vegetables and stuff. So hopefully this was helpful and you'll consider growing catfish in your aquaponics. So we would appreciate it if you would like us and subscribe to our channel, and please leave a comment and share it with others. We thank you for watching.